We are excited to be back here at Securex year 2025, which is great. So in terms of Landwell Africa, I think firstly, we believe that if you look at your cyber security and as well as physical security, they are both equally important in terms of making sure that we deal with the issues of security, I think, within the country. So therefore, as Landwell Africa, what we've done, I mean, if you look at the key cabinet just behind me, is that we've now brought a very enhanced biometric authentication, which is obviously very important from the physical security point of view. But also we've got a very enhanced facial recognition as well as your palm vein reader, which we think that we boast ourselves as one of the leading, I think, authentication physical security companies in the country and in the continent as a whole. So that's what we're bringing, I think, this year in terms of what's unique from last year. If you look at, I think, some of the asset management key cabinet system that we have, for instance, we've deployed in some of the, the vehicle, I think, businesses and also the mining sector as well, but also in terms of hospitality. And what we've seen in terms of the improvement, obviously based on the enhancement that we've seen around the technology that we have, is that there's now better, I think, audit trail from the access to assets within, any business. But also we've seen a lot of efficiency from the improvement point of view, but also in terms of, industries or industrial customers. We've also seen, I think, areas like, for instance, your tag in, log out, lotto as we call it, within the system, so that we're able to make sure that we safeguard, I think, some of the spaces where there are assets where we don't need, I think, people to intrude at the end of the day. So we're seeing some of those improvements where we're deploying some of the, I think, the solutions that we have. Because we actually have both the physical security aspect to it on our technology, but also our cloud-based, I think, solution, which obviously, if you put the two together, then you're able to do real-time monitoring of where your assets are obviously kept. That's number one. Number two, you know exactly who has authorization or access in terms of our, I think, solutions or the system or technology for that matter. So I think those are some of the things that we're seeing, which obviously at the end of the day then improve the risk management strategy for any organization that we obviously assist, which obviously is great because then it's a two-pronged approach, not only focusing on cyber security, but also on physical security as well, and we provide both. So if you look at what we bring, I think, to the table as Landwell Africa, obviously in terms of access control, that becomes important for facilities management as an example. But also if you look at the technology just behind me with a breathalyzer as an example, so those that obviously own certain fleet, and it's important for them, for their drivers, not to drive under the influence of alcohol. So we're then able to say you can't access the key management system where, if you obviously have had something to drink, as an example. So those are some of the improvements where we can then integrate with facilities management, the mining environment as an example, access control for that matter, but also real-time monitoring, as I actually mentioned earlier on, with our counterpart on the other side. Also, as I said, I mean, in terms of the system, your log out and also tag in, your lotto type system, we obviously bring that type of solution and enhancement to that type of, I think, technology, and as well as type of businesses that are obviously showcasing here. If you look at what we've been gaining, I think, out of Securex, I mean, from last year to even this year for that matter, is that we're now able to engage with some of our clients face-to-face, which I think is very important. So it builds up the trust, which is important, but also they're able to see, touch and feel, so they can recognize the quality of our product that we actually have. So Securex gives us that opportunity where we build that particular trust, we sit, we actually talk to you eye to eye, we build that particular trust, but also I think most importantly is to receive feedback for some of our clients so that we then improve on the work that we're doing and also deal with some of the after-sales service as Landwell Africa. So I think it's a big plus for us to be able to get all the captains of the industry, the stakeholders, to be here and get the opportunity to engage face-to-face. I think at the end of the day, we also get to understand their pain points, and then from our research and development team, we're then able to come with some of the new innovative, I think, ways of doing things to address, I think, some of the issues that we pick up as part of such engagement. But also just walking around and seeing what other exhibitors are doing and where they're involved in terms of business. There are synergies that we're picking up where our product and our solution and technology can obviously enhance some of their security solutions as well. So there's a huge benefit, I think, that we're picking up from here, and obviously to make sure that they are leads as well, and then we're able to, because again, we're getting people from not only in South Africa, across the continent that are coming here, so obviously we're then able to expand as well in terms of the market share, I think, going forward. I think we really have a good opportunity here in terms of Landwell Africa's product from the technology point of view, to jointly, I think, as a country, work on addressing the issues of security, I think, within the country. And therefore, this is our contribution as Landwell Africa to make sure that we create a safe environment, I think, within the country. But at the end of the day, we make sure that we're contributing, I think, towards the economic activities and development within the country. But also, I think, importantly, to make sure that the businesses that we obviously engage with, we improve their efficiencies as well, so they can prosper at the end of the day, and we become a better country, I think, going forward.